This marsh was once full of life, but one mistake turned it silent forever. Kira saw everything from the sky, yet missed the most important warning. Koru warned them early, but no one listened. And let me tell you the story of Kira, Koru, and the Silent Marsh. Far away from forests, there was a vast wetland, the Indian Pond. It was not famous, but many animals lived there. Not kings, not hunters, but creatures that depended on balance. At the edge of the marsh lived Koru the porcupine. Koru was not fast. He was not strong, but he was observant. Koru spent his days near the ground, feeling vibrations, noticing changes others ignored. And above the marsh, standing tall in shallow waters, lived Kira the crane. Kira had long legs, sharp eyes, and the habit of watching everything from above. Where Koru noticed the ground, Kira noticed the sky. Together, without planning it, they kept the marsh alive. One morning, Koru noticed something strange. The mud near the reed beds felt different. It was warmer, stickier. Tiny bubbles rose where none had before. Koru pressed his paw into the mud and pulled it back slowly. "It's changing," he muttered. He walked to the open water where Kira stood fishing. "Kira," Koru said softly, "the mud near the east is heating up." Kira blinked and adjusted her wings. "The sun has been strong lately," she replied. "Nothing to worry about." Koru hesitated. He trusted Kira's vision, so he said nothing more. That evening the frogs sang as usual. The marsh seemed fine, but the mud kept warming. A few days later the snails gathered near Koru's burrow. Their shells were coated with a strange, dark slime. "Koru, the water tastes bitter," they said slowly. "Our shells itch." Koru frowned. He went again to Kira. "Kira, the water is changing," Koru said. "The snails feel it." Kira looked across the wide marsh. The reeds still stood tall. The fish still jumped. "I see no danger," she said. "Small creatures often complain." Her voice wasn't cruel, just confident. Koru returned home uneasy. That night the frogs sang less. As days passed, the changes grew clearer. Algae thickened, water turned cloudy. Insects vanished from certain areas. Koru called for a marsh meeting. Not many came. A monitor lizard basked nearby, uninterested. A heron listened briefly, then flew away. The turtles stayed silent. Koru spoke carefully. "The marsh is unwell," he said. "The mud is heating, the water tastes wrong, and the small cleaners are suffering." Some animals shifted uncomfortably. Then Kira stepped forward. "I watch from above every day," she said. "If danger was coming, I would see it." Many nodded, so Koru couldn't say anything. The meeting ended without action. The marsh remained quiet, but uneasy. One afternoon, the reeds collapsed. The ground beneath them sank suddenly, swallowing nests and burrows. A hidden flow of hot, toxic water, slowly leaking for weeks, finally broke free. Fish floated belly up. Insects fled. The air smelled sharp and sour. Panic spread. Kira flew low, shocked. "I didn't see this," she whispered. Koru watched as the marsh he loved struggled to breathe. The smallest warnings had been ignored. Now the problem was too large to miss. The animals tried to react, but it was late. Tunnels collapsed. Eggs were lost. Food vanished. Some animals left forever. Kira landed beside Koru, exhausted. "You were right," she said quietly. Koru shook his head. "It wasn't about being right," he replied. "It was about listening early." After that, they worked together now, redirecting clean water, guiding animals away, protecting what little remained. The marsh survived, but it was scarred, and many never returned. Months later, the marsh was quieter. Not dead, but humbler. New reeds grew carefully. Fewer animals lived there, but they listened more. Kira no longer trusted only her eyes. Koru no longer spoke softly when something felt wrong. They shared responsibility. The marsh breathed again, slowly. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. Never ignore small warnings just because they are quiet. Listening early is the greatest form of wisdom. Big disasters often begin as small warnings. The tragedy did not happen because no one knew. It happened because no one listened soon enough. In real life, we ignored advice. Small health symptoms, early relationship problems, environmental warnings, workplace issues. By the time the danger becomes visible to everyone, it is often already too late.
Friends, small warnings may look tiny, but they can protect a big future.
Yes, listen early and